Welcome to Wolfdom. I'm Norbert BM. So AMD reported their earnings yesterday after the bell, and we're going to go through their earnings. Also, we're going to do the analysis of the earnings report. We're going to do a chart analysis then afterwards. And let's also go here. There are their earnings. We're also going to do a most likely outcome for what I think is the outcome for short, medium, and long term for AMD. And after that, we're going to do maybe a strategy trading plan and a couple of summary final thoughts and where do the markets see AMD being in the long term, or at least in 1 year. Okay, so let's go over the report. I have the slides up here. I'm going to leave a link in the video description for the slides. I'm going to leave a link for the blog post, so you can just check this out on your own. And if you want more details, you can check my blog post where I have all the numbers posted. Then I'm going to tell you here. And also the chart analysis. So revenue 7.7 billion, up 32% year to year. A GAAP net income of 872 million, non-GAAP of 781 million. So first of all, they beat earnings, but they didn't blow it out of the gate. So that's why the stock was down after the earning. Now the stock was already down, and we're going to talk about that. Why the stock is down. There are two major reasons why the stock is down. So let's go over the report. Furthermore, we have, so as I said, 7.7 billion, 5.8 billion Q2 in 2024. So this is the difference right here. And then let's go to GAAP. You can see here 49% to 40%, 53% to 43% in 2025. Then we have non-GAAP earnings. These are not that important. What is interesting, diluted earnings, GAAP and non-GAAP. So 0.16 or 16 cents earnings in Q2 2024 and 54 cents earnings in Q2 2025, which is a major jump to the earnings. So you can read through the report or check out the slides on your own. You can also see that there where the gaming, there's clients and gaming net revenue. Pretty impressive. Check out Q2 2024, and there we go, up 20 year to year. They're up 69%, 69, and they're up quarter to quarter 23%. So pretty impressive. Now data center, because nobody cares about gaming, data center does not make up yet their biggest revenue. As you can see here, we have 3.3 and or 3,200 something for data centers, and it's gaming is still their major revenue driver. So let's take a look at their four. I already have it written down here. So forward-looking catalyst, because we have to, as a investor, we have to look forward. So we're always pricing in the forward earnings. So strong demand in gaming and client CPU, GPU segment. Okay, but we are looking for AI. That's what, not what we are looking for, but the market is looking for. If the market is looking for that, then the price is going to go up. So we have to look for what the market is looking for. Massive data center expansion with AI capabilities for the MI350 and MI355X. Weak data center margin due to export restrictions, and that is one of the reasons why the stock is down. So I told you there are two reasons. That is the one. In Instinct, and we're going to go to the second reason at the end of the video. Instinct MI308 shipment to China not included in guidance. So this is interesting. So they could, well, grow 20% the revenue, maybe. And strategic sales to ZT Systems unit pending. So if Trump gets a deal with China and it includes the shipment of these microprocessors, then we're going to see AMD run for it. So let's do a chart analysis. Here we have a 1 year chart, so not year to date, but year to year chart of AMD. We can see the blue line is a 20-day, then we have the green line 50, then we have the yellow line, which is the 100, and the 200-day moving average is the red one. So it's only now that, or for July the 25, when the 100-day crossed the 200-day upwards. And this is really important due to the fact that this little fella indicated a bull run start. A really start. So what I'm expecting here, even if you do it, so this is a new trend. Okay, the trend started here was the low. We could actually take it from here, the trend change, but the trend changed from here. So this is the absolute trend change. So if you do a Fibonacci extension from here, or a retracement, because the stock is now pulling back, first of all, a retracement, it just landed on the 23.6 perfectly, and then boop, bounced off. Is this the end? Well, I don't think so. Because some scenarios, so we got over the resistance level. We have a 20, we have the 50, we have the 100, and the 200. These are all resistance. Now, last time AMD took out those, it went like this. It went boom, 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 held the 200, went sideways, and then just annihilated everything. And I was pulled down right here. And then I was pulled up, and then I sold my stock, and then I still have a little bit, and I'm in the negative right now. So full disclosure, I do owe AMD. I don't love the stock. I can't love any stock. It's not a human being, cannot love it. But I do have the respect for the CEO and for her guidance that she is going to deliver on it. So I would say the following. Price prediction, no guarantees. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not take my advice. I'm a moron. Could be. So here's what we have. I've taken a couple of notes. Level 1 resistance between 165. So from here till 100, 140. Let's go down here. Yeah, 140 is down here. So it has to breach the 23 Fibonacci extension, breach the 50-day moving average, and breach the 38 Fibonacci extension. So I would say that the support zone is somewhere here. Now, if this fails, it's going to go down to the next one, which is here. If this fails, then we have a problem. Then we could have the same scenario as we had here. So let me just show you something. We're going to do another Fibonacci extensions. This is again a trend change. We're going to go up here, pull it out, and we can see that after this, so it bounced back. It said, I don't want to fail. But this was October. And then from October, it just went. After it breached this extension, it even went underneath the 100. So it negated everything. The entire growth of AMD was just wiped out. And remember, position sizing, because this could happen to NVIDIA, this can happen to Broadcom, this could happen to Microsoft, maybe not, but to everything. If the sentiment change, if the future outlook for the stock changes, this could happen to each and every stock. So we talked about our resistance zones, but after this pullback, we will have a lot of resistance zones. We are going to have the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, even the 100-day moving average, because if the stock comes down here to the 50% Fibonacci, so from its entire gains that it's done, 50% retracement, then it has a lot of work to do in order to get back in its trend. But here's my outcome predictions for the short term, the medium term, and the long term. So short-term predictions, 1 to 4 weeks. A most likely pullback, which you already see is happening, to somewhere down here in the 23.38 zone. In a medium range, if it stays here, so if it stays here and it comes above the 23, then I would see in a medium term, so 1 to 3 months, basically to its next earnings, which is on the 4th of November. Perfect. I would say that we will have everything in the bag until now. I'm going to come to what we're going to have in the bag just in a couple of seconds. So I would say 160 till 180, reaching the new all-time highs, and then in 6 months to 1 year, we should see a 200 somewhere here, a 200-ish. 210, 220, even a new all-time high, which will be over 227. I would say it's going to be somewhere here, $260. Now, this is just a prediction, but I would say this is a high probability prediction. So short-term pullback, then a bit of sideways maneuver, then a comeback to its former highs, and then we're good to go to new all-time highs. Okay, that's it for me. Also, take care. Let's take a look at the S&P. It's pretty junky here. We could see a pullback from the S&P 500. I would say raise some cash, Stay safe out there. I'm Noah BM. This is Wealth Down, where we protect our wealth. Catch you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.